Hello, everyone. This is Leonard Guzman here with Emily Robinson on the Life After 30 podcast. We're doing half of it outside, half of it inside. Emily, I know you're outside. You're having a good time. It looks like you're going sunbathing partially. The umbrellas.
Yeah.
You're under the umbrella having samosas and coffee.
Oh, I wish.
So we're here. August 3rd, 2021. We're here in California. It's like that weird part of time where summer is almost going to end, and then we got to get ready for fall, which is like Q3, going into Q4. How's everything going as far as like divorce court? What's like the feedback you're getting? I know it probably has a lot to do with the schools and the kids.
Yeah, it's busy. Things are busy. Kids are about to go back to school. People are fighting over what schools their kids are going to go to. Are their kids going to go back? Are they going to stay homeschool because of COVID? So trying to navigate all of those issues.
All right. I see here. We're gonna go. This part of the show, we're gonna go through like the news. There's like Bill Gates and the Melinda Gates thing is the kind of the dominant thing right now. So let's get into it. Let's get into the news here. There's a lot of interesting things packed here. So from people.com, out of all the ones I picked, because I like the magazine, or I used to when they used to be like hard copies. So the Bill Gates and Melinda French Gates finalized divorce, and she's keeping his last name. On Monday, a King County judge approved Bill Gates and Melinda French Gates' divorce, according to the court documents obtained by People. So they've officially ended their 27-year marriage on Monday. Wow. So the King County judge approved the couple's divorce, right? So that makes it official. The marriage dissolution documents also state that Melinda will not be changing her name or receiving any spousal support. Reps for Bill and Melinda did not immediately respond to People's request for comment. The former couple announced their separation in May. Court documents filed by Melinda at the time called their marriage irretrievably broken. After a great deal of thought and a lot of work on our relationship, we have made the decision to end our marriage. Over the 27 years, we have raised 3 incredible children and built a foundation that works all over the world to enable all people to lead healthy, productive lives, they wrote in a joint statement on social media referring to Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which they founded in 2000 and now is worth over $40 billion. So officially, so that means like this is just finalized in court.
But yeah, so officially means the judges signed off on it and now they're officially divorced. It's interesting that it says that she's getting no spousal support, but my guess is maybe they did some other type of settlement, like, she got a lump sum, like a few million to cover whatever spousal support would have been. Or maybe she's planning to get remarried, which would terminate spousal support anyway. Or, maybe she just got so much property and other things that it, offset the need for spousal support. I mean, there's so many things that could have happened. And, whether he wants her to keep the last name or not he doesn't really get a say in that. She can keep it or change it. It's up to her. So it sounds like she wanted to keep it. I'm sure she gets lots of name recognition. So, but yeah, so that's final now, and they may have done it with the judge, or they may have just settled it and had the judge sign off on it.
I'm curious. So like you can change your name back or you can keep it, right? And you said obviously the ex-husband doesn't have anything to do with it. So the reasons like because you would have to change like all like your legal, there's a legality to it, right? If you change your name, your last name, is it more common that women who get divorced just keep it because it's just convenient, or maybe like they just want a fresh start? How does that affect the person going forward?
I think it's, I'd say maybe half and half, half keep it, half don't. I think a lot of people end up keeping it because if they have children, they want to have the same
Mm.
last name as their children. Um, so I think that's a big reason that they would keep it. And I also think, yeah, if you got your professional degrees or something with your married name, you may want to keep it. And also, if you've been married 30 years and that's the name you've been known by, a lot of times it's more comfortable to keep it. I mean, I remember when I got married and changed my name, it was so hard to get used to the new name. So they probably just don't want to deal with that again.
Now, so this is like machismo tradition. So does it ever go where the male gets married and they take you know heterosexual, I guess, female's name? Is that like, does that ever happen? Or like, I never hear that. Does that ever happen?
I've seen it happen. Yes, I've seen men take the women's name. I've seen people take each other's name. So maybe one last name is the middle name and one last name is the last name. Um, I've seen people hyphenate and both take the hyphenated name. I've seen people come up with a completely new last name that is neither of their names. So
Hmm.
they do it all different ways.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. I don't know. I thought of it. I was like curious because, yeah, okay. So, all right. Next story. Next celebrity news is um, Johnny Depp. You a Johnny Depp fan?
I am.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay. Let's see. So he went through divorce, right? So charity to reveal if Amber Heard donated the $7 million Johnny Depp divorce settlement. So Johnny Depp snagged a victory in his court battle against ex-wife Amber Heard that she will force a charity to reveal whether the actress lived up to her promises to donate the $7 million divorce settlement. The Pirates of the Caribbean star 58 was granted a partial petition by a judge in New York that ordered the American Civil Liberties Union to release documents to confirm whether Heard 35 donated the payout of their 2017 divorce. USA Today reported. This article is from page6.com. So Johnny Depp is most gratified by the court's decision. Depp's attorney, Benjamin Chew, the outlet in a statement, his lawyers have alleged that Heard was lying about the donation, donating the entire of the divorce settlement to the ACLU and to the Children's Hospital Los Angeles, and may have cost him his libel case against the British newspaper in November 2020. Okay, so this is it. So he wants. So let me understand. Johnny Depp wants to see if Amber Heard, his ex-wife, really donated the I guess the lump sum, and it's for his like reputation, or like I'm kind of like, so let's say it goes favorably, what happens for him?
Well, I mean, if it was part of the settlement that she had to donate it, if it was something like, I'll give you 7 million, but you have to agree that you're actually going to donate it, she has to prove that she lived up to the terms of the agreement. And so it sounds like he's now won that case for her to have to disclose where she donated it to. So if she didn't donate it, then she may be in breach of contract and may owe Johnny Depp something because she didn't follow the terms of their agreement. So a lot of times people will settle cases, and part of that settlement is something, that you don't owe to that person, but to someone else. Like with divorces, a lot of times people will say, okay, I'll take, less alimony, but you have to agree to pay the kids' college tuition or something. And they wouldn't have made that settlement if they didn't think that the person was going to be paying the kids' college tuition. So he may have said something like, I'll give you 3 million, but if you are going to donate it all to charity, I'll give you 7 million. You know what I mean? And it could have been that she breached the contract. So I guess we'll find out where she donated it.
Yeah, so in other words, he's like, I want some of that money back. I spent all my Pirates of the Caribbean money.
Right? I mean, there may be a clause in there that says if anyone breaches this, they owe the other person something. So maybe maybe she does owe him money. I mean, from what I've heard, he's really not doing well because all the money he's earned has been spent. So maybe he needs it.
Yeah, we need a Pirates of the Caribbean sequel. He's like, let's bring that back. They did the Jungle Cruise, so he's
I
like,
heard.
hey,
I know. I heard there is one coming out, but I don't think he's in it.
hey, his agent's got to make a call or something. He'll take less money.
Yeah.
He'll take less money. Okay. All right. So let's go from celebrity news to financials about Social Security. So this one's from Forbes. We've kind of touched on this. So this Social Security thing must be a very common thing among divorced couples. So this one from Forbes.com. Will I lose half my Social Security in a divorce? Recently, I've spoken with several people who are.
No.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. I thought that was it. I thought it was one line.
Oh, it's kind of laggy on your side, but we're just gonna go with it. We'll figure it out. Okay. So recently, I've spoken with several people worried about losing some of all their Social Security benefits because of a divorce. This concern points out to the confusion surrounding spousal benefits for Social Security. Divorce and subsequent marriage may alter your Social Security claiming options, but will divorce mean your ex-spouse can take some of your hard-earned Social Security? So let's kind of read a little bit. One specific conversation with Mike started like this. My attorney just told me, Jim, my ex-husband would be getting 50% of my Social Security benefits at retirement. Is this true? This could be both true and untrue at the same time. So they have an explanation, but we want Emily's explanation.
So Social Security is dictated by federal law, not state law. So in our divorces, we can't control what happens. It's just going to follow the federal law. But currently, federal law is that if you are entitled to a derivative benefit off of your spouse's benefits, and it doesn't take money away from your spouse's money, it just is an extra benefit that you get on top of that. So your spouse would still get their full share, and then you would get a benefit off of your spouse's share. If you worked and you paid into Social Security, then your spouse's derivative benefit may be higher or lower than your benefit. And so you would then have to elect what you're going to take. But none of that is negotiable in divorce because it's all under federal law.
Okay, so I'm sure that'll come up more and you'll have to answer it again. And you'll probably get called and you have to answer it again. So it's an ongoing thing. They should listen to this recording before they talk to you. So the next article is interesting because we were talking about this before we got on about disruption in every industry, specifically law. Okay, so this is from TechCrunch, right? So Hello Divorce, I think it's an app. If they're trying to streamline divorce, raises $2 million so that couples can say goodbye easier. So divorce is a messy and stressful situation, made even messier and stressful when a couple is unable to go through the legal process because of the cost. An online divorce startup, Hello Divorce, is developing a platform to make this process more affordable and quicker. To do this, Oakland, California-based company announced Thursday a $2 million seed round. I won't go through it, but let's get to the meat of it. So I ultimately want your opinion on this. Statistics show there are an average of 750,000 divorces in the U.S. each year, and average total cost of divorce can cost anywhere between $8,400 to $17,500, depending on what state you live in. Some overall, some sources value the divorce industry at $50 billion annually. So family law attorney Aaron Levine founded the company in 2018. So the couple getting a divorce could access affordable, meaningful legal counsel and resources beyond online forms. So Levine told TechCrunch that the billable hours model for lawyers is antiquated process for consumers that want easier and clear path to divorce. See, right now lawyers are the keeper of information. Clients keep paying until the divorce is done. Divorce is more than forms. It's a challenging time. Most people need or want support. I saw a big hole there to use technology and fixed fees to put couples in the driver's seat and take down the level of conflict. So here's how, kind of, I guess, a breakdown of how it works. Hello Divorce provides software and accessible legal services starting at $99 for a do-it-yourself option, or for up to an average of $2,000 for legal help along the way to finish the divorce process in a third of the time, and completely remote. Yeah, let's talk about that. How do you feel about it? Like like it's gonna be an app soon, or how's this like? This is kind of a weird disruption. Yeah.
I mean, look, I think there's good things about it. I think if it can save people money and time, that's always a good thing. But okay, so I think, these apps can be good sometimes because they can help people save time and money. But I also think they can lead to problems because if you don't have proper legal advice or a relationship with your attorney, you may not be able to get all the answers you need. And you may not have somebody you can reach out to anytime you're having a problem or a situation. And, the reason that you hire an attorney is so you have somebody there to make sure you're getting all the advice that you need throughout the process. And so, I've seen a lot of these situations where people come to me to fix things that they didn't think about, and it costs them more to fix it than it would have cost had they done it, with a lawyer. I do think there's positives and negatives. I don't think, real life law.
Yeah, I'm curious how this, say, everything's like kind of getting disrupted. So we'll see. We'll continue to see. This is like a relatively new way to go from go to. I've never heard anyone go through it yet, so we'll find out later. Yeah. So okay. Now let's get to the show where we go over posts. It's the part of the show we call Dear Emily, where people post things online. There's things like getting started in the journey of the divorce, life after, children with custody. Maybe there's mental health things. Maybe people have gone through divorce and now it's affecting their marriage. So today is we have the post of like, okay, here, someone is going through life after divorce. So it's official, I guess, for them. It's today's my court appointment to finalize the divorce, 11 months after the divorce day, 16 years of marriage, 18 years together, $4,000 in lawyer fees, one separation contract, one parenting plan. For the most part, we no longer speak. I can honestly say I'm truly and deeply happier than I have been in 7 years. There was very little effort in her to change over the last 6. The affair and ensuing relationships broke the marriage and trust we built. I ended the marriage as I started, looking forward to a bright future filled with adventure, anticipation, excitement, and joy. I do not regret being married. I don't regret being married as long as I was. I've learned, grown, and changed. It stayed the same. I ended the marriage with a smile on my face, working on it and loving my kids and being the same towards that I've always had. I wouldn't say it sucked. It was horrific at times, but my personal faith, friends, family, and community carried me through. There is joy out there, and you can go and work towards it and chase it. Happy ending.
Yeah, I think people that can say things like that, they did the right thing for themselves if that's what they need. So it sounds like that person made the right decision for him or herself and is much happier now. And that's when you know that divorce was the right decision, because you can look toward a different future where you can be positive about the future and excited for things to come. And so clearly that was the right decision in this situation.
Okay, that's good. So that's our last post of the day, Emily. I know with court coming up and divorce is kind of, I don't know if they're gonna like slow down. Do you have any advice for people like coming up with their court? With COVID and everything, it complicates things.
Yeah, try to stay out of court. Try to resolve your case outside of court if you can. It's, just you don't want to be there in the courtroom with COVID. It's slower because of COVID and processing delays. It's a good time to try alternative dispute resolution and see what you can resolve.
Okay, so we'll see everyone next week on the Life After 30 podcast. Thank you so much.
Bye.